Hello, everyone. I'm in a mood today. Um, I made a very bad decision and ate almost a full bag of popcorn by myself last night, and now I am super duper have a headache. Well, I woke up with a headache and had to take some pretty strong meds. Hello, is that Mo? Hello, Mo. Rhymes. So because of migraine, I am very fussy today. So, and it's not going to be a real long stream, but I thought I would pop in and say hi. Right now, I am very, very discouraged with business stuff. Um, Placed an order with frickin' Joann.com for fabric, for 4 yards of a fabric, and, the way it worked, it looks like they're sending it to me in 2-yard increments, even though I need 4. I wanted the full length of 4, but I think I can probably make it work with 2 and 2. And so the 2 came in today, and I freaked out, which prompted me to go look on my bank because it said, "Oh, this is the one box 1 of 1, box 1 of 1." So I'm like, "Fuck, what the heck is happening?" I looked on my bank, and it looks like from the looks of it, um they couldn't do it in 4-yard total. So it looks like they may have um, refunded the full amount and now are charging it separately. Hey Yuki, hey John. I'm hoping that's the case because right now it's showing that I'm actually paying them 52 and like so 104. And I'm like, wait a minute, whoa, no, 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 no. I can't do that because now, as it stands, I don't have enough money in the account to ship all my stuff, which is really annoying. Dynasty, I'm having an off day because of my own accord. I ate popcorn and I gave myself a really bad migraine today. Um, Probably because I had popcorn the other night too. Naughty me. But yeah. Oh, hang on. There we go. But yeah. So either way, I have a message into Joann's. I'm just waiting for them to either call or email me back. To let me know what is up. But I did look on my order and it does show 2 tracking numbers, so I'm hoping that it's coming 2 yards and 2 yards. I flipped shit when this package arrived. I'm like, "Oh no, this is not 4 yards from Joann's." But I think they're working it out. I'm not totally sure, but I think they are. Um, I did because I wanted to just I want the channel to have, you know, my name that I go by. And originally I was trying to this is what I was trying to. I was trying to just change my name, not the whole YouTube account. So, in doing that, it changed it to just Kai, which I don't mind. Um, but I wanted it to still have the back of diapers so everybody realized it was me. Uh, have that diapers in there because that makes a good search. But excuse me, my throat position. Actually, my ear. Oh, you can still call me Binky. My little name is Kai. Primarily, I go by by Kai most of the time. But but yeah, you can still call me Binky. It is still a nickname I go by. Everybody's freaking out because I went on Discord and changed my username as well, and everyone's like, "Why did you change your name?" Because guys, that's the name I go by, and I don't want it to be Binky necessarily because um there's a couple of groups that I'm in that my nickname is different and I wanted everything to kind of be cohesive across the board because of the new groups that I'm joining. So I went and changed my FetLife name, I went and changed Discord, and stuff like that. But because the and I went and changed a bunch of pictures too because Kai was getting frustrated with the fact that whenever like certain things were under girl and Binky and Chloe and all that, so I went and changed everything over to the Kai stuff. Um, and it's just more naturally me than the Chloe stuff and the girl stuff, so, but yeah, still have yes, I do have my binky today because I am fussy as all get out. I've been really fussy this week. Sleep schedule has been completely out of whack, for, like, the last 3 weeks, I would say, 2 to 3 weeks. I have barely slept. I've been up most nights till between 4 and 6 AM, um, working on that, uh, as best I can. So, where I am implementing a nightly, like, warm bottle routine to try because that can kind of calm me down. The sucking on it calms me down and gets me sleepy. I've been using this a lot, which is yes, it's okay to send hugs. Been using this a lot, which the sucking keeps me calm, but actually I have to watch it a little bit because if I suck on this all day, I'll just sleep. But as you can see, my eyes are nice and dark, and I have not been sleeping well, so I need to get that sleep taken care of. Um, I need to get the sleeping under control. And I'm gonna try the bottle thing. If that doesn't work, I may need to increase medication for insomnia. So far, it's done a pretty good job, except for going to bed drinking a bottle because I typically fall asleep close to the end of the bottle, especially when it's one of my big ones. Um, Causes me to fall asleep when I'm in little headspace, which then causes me to react to my binky falling out of my mouth at night, which causes me to fuss and blah 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 blah. Like the last 2 nights, I guess, it was in the morning, it was earlier in the morning, and Zoe had gotten up to go to the bathroom, and, she somehow made a really big noise, which started me fussing in my sleep, mind you, I had no idea this was going on. Started me fussing in my sleep, and she said she had to come in and find the binky and give it to me and, like, calm me down. I don't remember it. I was asleep, but I guess there was just enough of a sleep reaction um, to cause the fussing. And apparently yesterday morning, like, she was getting ready for work, and she heard me fussing. She came in and gave me my binky, and she said I didn't stop. I didn't stop fussing. So she's like, either she's having a bad dream or she pooped herself. I'm out of here. And I had the thought when because I woke up apparently not long after that because I still had a binky in, and I woke up and I'm like, fuss. I woke myself up fussing, and I'm like, I have a binky in. Why am I fussing? Oh no, I thought I shit my pants. No, I didn't shit my pants, which is weird. So it must have been like some sort of bad dream, something or another. Um, or I was just in that space where I was waking up, so the fussing didn't stop. I don't know. I'm not a happy camper in the morning 90% of the time. There is a rule around our house, and this is the rule. It says, but first coffee. They don't talk to me before I've had my coffee. Because I'm miserable before I've had my coffee. So they let the coffee kick in before they talk to me. Um, so yeah. But so that's been a thing. This morning, I don't think I fussed at all. I haven't talked to Zoe, so I don't know. I don't think I fussed, but I also didn't have a bottle last night because we ended up being up because Andrew had games yesterday, so he didn't get home till late, and we were watching TV till like 2:30 in the morning. Because he came home, watched TV, took a shower, and once he takes a shower, he has to stay up for a little bit because he doesn't like to go to bed with wet hair and everything, which is kind of funny because all of his hair is shorter than this. So it's really funny that he's like, "Oh, my hair is wet." It barely is wet. I mean, like this dries in like 5 minutes. So it's funny. But we ended up watching Gilmore Girls till 2:30 in the morning, almost 3, and then I went to bed. So I didn't bother with a bottle because I was already like it was later. It was usually the time I start to go to sleep anyway. So I went upstairs and didn't have a bottle. And thankfully, I fell asleep within, I want to say, an hour total. I was out, so I didn't need the bottle last night. But if I have been struggling so hard because even when I am going to bed at a decent time, like, I'm waking up and by noon oops, I haven't taken meds yet today. By noon, I'm pretty ready for a nap. If I get up, like, not between 9 and 10, noon to 1 o'clock is, like, I am pretty much gonna need a nap, but I've been trying not to nap because that kind of I need to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have a week left. I need to call that in for this weekend. Um, so I've been trying not to nap, but by the time it hits, like, between 5 and 7, I am so fussy and so tired. So I may have to think about taking, like, a small nap on the couch type of thing. Yes, I am back in my crib, thank God. I love it. My crib is a safe zone for me. Hello, Stitch. Guys, we have a there he is. He's a sweepy kitty. He's a very sweepy kitty. You adorable sleeping or not sure. I don't know what you mean by that. I have no idea if I'm cute sleeping. Apparently, I fuss a lot in my sleep. Kai's crib. By the way, just so you know, D-Nasty, Kai is a boy. Kai is a boy. He's the only one that'll correct you on that. Like, if I'm little enough and somebody calls me princess or baby girl or something, Kai is like, boy. Daddy calls me his little man. I love it. It makes me gushy inside. Yuki, why you hurt? Because of all the works? I'm sore too. My back is not happy. I need a new bed. I need a new mattress really bad, but I mostly just need to not sleep on my tummy. I was supposed to be working today, and I made a very bad decision, and, the corn just threw I haven't even turned on the washer yet because I'm not really having noises happen very much in my in my house right now. Like, Jimmy, if he starts squawking, his butt is covered. Snitch starts meowing, his butt is kicked. It's just not in the mood for noises today. Um, but yeah, so concert tonight, that's awesome. I haven't been to a concert in years. I've only actually been to one. It was for Celtic Thunder. I loved it, and I would go again. But unfortunately, the tickets got more expensive. So, and most of like I love the new combination of Celtic Thunder. Shinedown, okay. Um, but I can't we can't afford to go for a concert because God, it costs like $75 a pop. Cool. Um, but yeah. I wish I was up to sewing and stuff. I still have not found my tablet, which is annoying. I gotta find out where that is so I can properly put stuff together and whatnot. I only like Megamax the Megamax Nordstrom products, Chase. I don't like the Supremes and the Air Supremes. Okay, that's not true. The only Nordstrom products that I've tried that I don't like are the Supremes and the Air Supremes. Those diapers just do not work for me. Megamaxes are kind of my go-to at the moment because number one, they're one of the only products that fits me. And number two, they're cheap. But I do like the North Shore lights, and I love, love, love the North Shore wipes. The wipes are amazing. They're really, really moisturizing to your skin. They do a really good job cleaning out or cleaning up and stuff. So, but I don't like the Supremes and the Air Supremes. Those are what they always send me in my packages. They always send a sample. I'm actually thinking if this thing reverses and I do get this money back, then they do. They have the North Shore Air Supreme. Um, Darien Lake. Wait, I forgot you're in New York. Uh, I my siblings always went to Darien Lake, and I never did go really because I am not fond of roller coasters. I only like water rides and only some of them. So I never went, partially because I was very ill at the time when they were always going. So I couldn't go. Plus with the incontinence, we didn't know how that would handle. Um, so I've never gone to Darien Lake, sadly. Oh, Six Flags bought them again. I didn't know. I mean, it used to be Six Flags Darien Lake. Now it's. I didn't know they had sold. That's funny. But but yeah. So that's awesome. I don't care for anything cloth backed, guys. I will say this. There is almost no point to anything cloth backed because in order for it to be cloth backed and actually work, it does have a layer of poly in it. It's just got what they're called micro holes so that the airflow can go through, but it also allows urine out. Cloth back products smell bad, at least for me and everyone I've tried thus far. Um, so yeah, I don't recommend cloth back products. Now, that's not to say I liked the yeah, I had the cloth backed of the preschools from ABU. Those were okay because they're not actually cloth backed really. Um, exactly, Mo. That is exactly the thing. Is they are cloth back, but it's literally a poly diaper covered in cloth so that it's a little bit softer. It's not an actual cloth back, breathable diaper type of thing. Um, uh, Pull-ups are a little bit different because they aren't, while they are cloth backed, they're not the traditional cloth backed in a sense because the rest of it is breathable, but the absorbent area I don't think is. I've never had okay, I don't wear pull-ups very often, guys. And when I do, I don't wear them for long at a time. So yeah. Plastic bag is the way to go. I've even stopped using cloth for right now, mainly because cloth is just too much work. Um, Keeping up with cloth diapers when you're an adult who is in them 24/7 is a lot of work. Um, and getting the absorbency to last me more than a couple hours makes it super duper thick, and I couldn't fit in any of my clothing with them. But it was a lot of work, and with my intermittent bowel incontinence, I do not wanna deal with accidentally pooping a cloth diaper because that is gross when it's an adult, unless you're a breastfed baby. Your poop is not water soluble. So, like with breastfed babies, you can just throw their diapers right in the washer and it'll wash it out. But with regular poop, it won't, that poop will just float and stuff like that. So it won't actually clean it and get rid of it. So you have to rinse it in the toilet first. And that's why I decided a cloth was not the way for me to go. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of oh, how's the message? Oh, it's just that. Okay. But but yeah, so it's supposed to rain today, apparently. I just discovered this. I woke up and it was gorgeous, and it's supposed to rain today. I was hoping it wouldn't, and I could open my windows, but no. So yeah, but I'm hoping I need to contact the guy over at Gushy Tushies because I need to try a sample of the new diapers to see if they even fit me before I order. Um, so hang on, this is driving me crazy. Here we go. I gotta get rid of a Facebook notification. Yes. Yes, exactly. If and as far as cloth back products, the ones that I actually think are okay-ish, and these are a one and done diaper, mind you, are the ones from Walgreens. If you get the Certainty brand, those are really not a bad one and done diaper, and they're really cheap. So, by the way, guys, I have major amounts of Dramamine and Benadryl in my system. So if I'm starting to feel it kick in, like I started to feel the headache go away a little bit ago, and now it's starting to kick in with the drowsiness and stuff. So, that's why this isn't gonna be a long stream because I know I'm gonna be falling asleep, which is okay. I've got a headache, it's okay. So when migraines happen. But the popcorn was so yummy. It was so worth the headache last night. Today, not so worth it. But yeah. Um, Today or not today, this week I'm planning on doing a little bit of a bowel rest, which means pretty much most of my food is going to be pureed or liquid, and I'm not probably going to use the potty because I need to heal a fissure all the way. Like it's mostly healed, but it keeps coming and going, so I really need to get it healed for a while. And I'm just getting annoyed with the toilet. I get annoyed with using the potty, but yeah. The problem is diapers are so expensive. But if I do it right, if I'm eating pureed food and I'm taking my fiber 3 times a day or 4 times a day, normally it ends up being 3 times because I take it in the morning when I wake up, take it before I eat in the evening, like dinner time, and then I take it before bed. Then I stay pretty regular and I only go like 2 to 3 times a day. So I can kind of more gauge diaper usage and plan diaper usage a little bit better because I know usually I wake up in the morning fairly dry. Usually, I was a bit wet this morning, but normally I wake up with more diaper left in it, so I can wait till I poop, change. Then I usually will poop. Sometimes I'll poop midday, but it's rare. Because I usually get up, I eat breakfast, well, eat breakfast in loosest sense of the word. I'll have a yogurt or a protein drink because I hate eating in the morning, and some coffee, and that'll trigger the bowel movement. And then eating dinner triggers the other bowel movement, and then I almost always have to go before bed. Now that may be where I use the potty this week is only before bed. Um, but I'm gonna try to get it so that I'm supposed to be taking this fiber 3 to 4 times a day anyway. I don't always because it's disgusting. It's not disgusting. I hate the texture. So because with my bowel, in order see the way it works with fiber is it absorbs the water. So if you drink the fiber supplement to and you need it to make you just regular, drinking it with more water is fine. When you're drinking it to absorb water, you need as little water going in with the fiber as possible. So I literally have like a 4-ounce cup. I do a scoop, a big scoop or two, something in a little bit like 3, 4 ounces of water. Um, that allows it to absorb some water, but not all the water. So then once it's inside, it absorbs the water from the bowel and makes it so that there's not as much water in the poop itself. And it is the only thing that I have ever had that really truly helps when it comes to diarrhea and using the potty and all that. Like seriously, that fiber, and this is a tip I got from my surgeon, mind you. He said, do this before 20 minutes before every meal and you will see a humongous difference. Now, my body still doesn't digest the food really. Like if I were to eat salad right after fiber, it would still not digest the food. But at least the water content from the salad and stuff is trapped inside the fiber or the psyllium husk. So that makes my life a lot easier. I can take things like Imodium or Lamodal, which is a prescription strength one for anti-diarrhea, but it doesn't while it's anti-diarrhea, it actually just slows the gut down altogether, so you're not going as much. I've never had to actually, like, change something from diarrhea to non-diarrhea before, but the fiber does it. So that's my life saver, and anybody who has colon issues, like, who has no colon, totally get the frickin' fiber. Unless you have an ostomy, then that's different. But for me, fiber is a game changer, and it makes diaper cleanup really easy. It makes it less likely to leak and stuff like that. It's more I know this is very graphic, but it's more cohesive for me. Easier for me to clean up on my own if I'm gonna be using just the diaper during the day because I can't change I don't do well changing my own I have a very hard time doing it, and, that's one reason I'd be interested in adding a mommy person to this family, but it would be in a weird situation where they're able to help take care of me throughout the day more, such as work from home, something like that, or have the flexibility to come home for a change at lunchtime. Um, if I'm taking fiber, I have a little bit more control over when I go, which is primarily what I'm looking for. Cut down the frequency and cut down the frequency and cut down the wateriness. Yeah, Dynasty, we have Daddy, don't mind, but we've actually, we are very open to adding a fourth person. And me and Zilly have kind of talked about it a lot. If we add somebody, we really truly need to add like a mommy for a few reasons. Um, a mommy that could help in the cases when Andrew is little, who could help Zelly with the rest of us, and in the cases where they're not home, help with me. Because while Zelly is great, she's not okay changing messy diapers. She's barely okay changing my diapers in general. She's never done it. There's never been a need for her to do it, but we would be interested in adding a mommy to the mix at some point. Um, we've kind of me and Zelly personally have come to this conclusion. Whether or not there's more than one person, like say Andrew were to find a guy or a girl that he really like, that's one thing. Zelly is pretty solid on the she's dating Andrew thing. Me and Andrew are the only people like that she's, at some point. We all are. We're really, really open. There's a few things that I really want um from the more mommy type, which I may get from Zelly at some point. Kai is very open to Zelly being more of a mommy, especially when Andrew's not able to be daddy. Because right now he is in busy season. He will be till like December or November, I think. So he's not able to really do much in the role of daddy right now, which is totally okay. I would never force it on him. Kai is very, very out. Like the last week has been just a very weird state of being big and being Kai. Kai is very in control of everything right now. I wish I could shut it off a little bit, but right now that's not a possibility. Kai is just kind of ruling the roost right now. Little side is really, 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 really strong. And serious, like hardcore little time where Kai is not in charge of food. Kai is not in charge of his diaper. Kai is not in charge of nap time. Kai is not in charge. That's not really a thing that can happen anytime soon because Andrew's like this weekend he's got games. Next weekend he's out at Rimrock doing cross country. Um, and not playing the games or running the cross country. He runs the events and helps out with them. So he is going to be gone for the next few weekends. So that's not really a possibility. Whereas if we had another big in the house, we'd be able to do this a little more steadily and we'd have a little bit less of this build and explode thing, So that's kind of where I am trying to allow, like, I've not, not, I don't have a choice right now. Kai is being Kai. Um, but typically I'm like, shut it off. But if I allow Kai to be a little bit more out and a little bit more free, and during the day, Kai is what Kai wants to be. Kai is how Kai wants to be, except for the very one thing I'm going to discuss this in a minute. But it helps Kai out a little bit. It helps me feel less like I have pent up little side. Steals the purple waffle. The purple waffle is somewhere around here. I just had it. I've had it this morning already. I don't know where I put it. It's in the blanket somewhere probably. The other day, I was actually in stream, and then when I ended stream, like I was talking about Kai being really in charge, and it's almost like Kai took over. Kai gave me a huge sense. I am so high right now, by the way. Um, gave me a huge sense of calm, and Kai was just out. Kai kind of like took control of the body, and it's like, you're not using the toilet. We're not doing that, and that was Kai for you. Kai is a twerp, but I love my little side. Don't get me wrong. So yeah, but I am so stinking loopy right now. Wow. Once this Dramamine kicks in, it's like, boom. I just am like, okay. So in a few minutes, I'll be heading off to take a nap, but not quite yet. Kai is silly. Kai is funny. I will say that much. Like, Kai is such a boy. He is very into dinosaurs and trucks and trains. Um, yeah, Kai is all boy. And it's really nice letting this out because when I was going by Chloe and everything and allowing the little side to be female or whatever, it wasn't happy. Like, I never found toys I like. You know, I'm not the girly toy type of baby. So when I finally made the realization that my little side is male, Kai is finding a lot more stuff to do and a lot more that he's interested in. So yeah, but it's really opened up the little side, not switching to Kai, but allowing Kai to be Kai instead of allowing Kai to be Chloe has made a very big difference in my little side. It's really shown me a lot of my wants and needs as a little. Um, Kai is open to the Zelly thing, which I never was before. Um, I still haven't really I have some stuff I wanna talk to Zelly about, but I still haven't really done that, and I'm gonna probably talk to her this weekend about it because I need to know where she stands, um, on some things, like, is this something I'm gonna be able to get from you, or is this something that we need to look for a 4th person? Which we may need to look for a 4th person anyway. But that being said, that's something like when we add a 4th person to the mix, it's gonna be, we're polyamorous, but that doesn't mean that we just date whoever. We all are involved in this process. So, like when we added Abby, we were all for it. All of us were in a way in a relationship with her. And it's going to be something similar. While it may not be somebody that necessarily is with Andrew and Zelly per se, but they're with me, that's a different thing. But it's something that the whole household agrees on, especially if they're going to move in with us. The whole household agrees on it. Even if some of the things I'm seeking cannot be gotten from somebody that lives with us or whatever, it's still going to be someone they know, someone they are okay with me hanging out with on a regular basis, and it's still gonna be a family decision. You know, so and it goes the same way with all 3 of us. Anybody else that comes into this relationship, number 1 will know. Number 1 is okay with it. Is It'll be somebody who's poly, you know. Somebody who's into things a little bit more seriously than just a passing relationship, you know. We're not the type of poly where we just date, 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 date. That's not how we do it. We have a family unit, and we bring people into that family unit. So it's interesting. Like I kind of see it as there's 2 different types of polys. There's the type of poly where you're in an open relationship type of thing, but then there's the other type of poly where you're a family unit and you all coexist together, you make decisions together, you live as a family. And that's kind of where we all are at the moment. Like Andrew and I started this relationship off as boyfriend and girlfriend in every sense of the word. Over the years, that has morphed. Andrew and I are no longer sexual partners. I still consider him my boyfriend, but um, he's my daddy primarily. He's my best friend primarily. Those are the first and foremost things. Um, I'm not a sexual person. I really am not. I couldn't really care less. Like if I didn't have a physical sensation that happened, I would never have any type of sex or self-satisfying things like that, never. But finding that number 1 is really hard. However, if we find someone that's like, "Yes, I can join this family and my sexual needs are taken care of by 2 and the loving and nurturing aspect is taken care of by another," great. And that's kind of where we're at with the 3 of us, is like Andrew and Zelly are, once again, boyfriend and girlfriend in every sense of the word. They will be the ones to be married. I don't really see marriage in my life. I don't want to be married. Um, I don't want to be like, unless it comes down to it and we find a woman or a man, but primarily a woman for a few different reasons. Find a woman that I fall, madly in love with, and we get married. That's a different story. They have kind of 2 married couples living together in a way. Um, but that's the thing is for me, there's not gonna be a sexual aspect to it. So that's where things get a little bit dicey. I want the nurturing, mommy, loving person. Don't get me wrong. Andrew will still probably always be daddy. You know, that probably will never change. He will still be my big to some degree. Always. Until we actually make the decision, no, we're going our separate ways, which I don't think will ever happen. I mean, that's not my plan on happening. Like, I want to stay with Andrew and Zelly. They're my best friends. They are my support. They are my family. So I don't ever want to stop that, regardless of if I end up with a girlfriend or something in this whole thing. But yeah. Anyway, tired ramblings of a crazy baby. Oh, so tired. But yeah. So sorry about the tired ramblings of a baby. It's just the way it is. But yeah. So I am going to go nap very soon, or at least lay on the couch with a binky and watch TV. But that being said, there's kind of like the sky's the limit at this point, you know, like primarily the more people you add to a relationship, the more communication issues there can be. But that's where we're willing to work. And that's where Kai is like, Kai is a lot better at handling this stuff than Chloe ever was. Kai is not the damaged baby that Chloe was. Kai can easily be damaged. Little side can easily be damaged. But Kai is not holding on to the damage that I once did. Kai is open and free and happy and loves all the bigs and wants all the bigs. I have. They don't work for me. They do not work for me. They're a decent lightweight pull-up though. When it comes to store brand pull-ups, always definitely. Always is definitely it. I have tried them. I get so many weird questions about that. Like the level of guys that have messaged me being like, "Oh, you should try these. You would look awesome in them." Blah 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 blah. No, I mean, pretty much every diaper that I fit in, I try. The only reason I haven't tried any of the new ABU diapers is because I don't fit them at the moment because I gained weight, which is annoying. But yeah, I pretty much will try every diaper I can that is in my size, and I did try those. They were okay. For lightweight people who can either control the stream of pee and whatnot, fine. I am the type of bladder where my bladder fills up and then flushes it all out at once. In about 50 sec or about 30 seconds, my bladder can go from 800 mils down to nothing. So I have to have a very heavy duty, strong diaper that quickly sucks in and has enough padding that, you know, I cannot control the stream at all. I can't slow it down. I can speed it up by pushing, like all tensing all my muscles in my abdomen. I can kind of speed it up a little bit that way. But I can't control when it happens, how it happens. And so I can't feel it. So I can't really use pull-ups because pull-ups typically leak on me because I am, you know, a heavier person. Things get squished and pee goes everywhere. It goes in all directions. It goes back, front, side, everything. Hey CJ, welcome in. So pull-ups are not an option for me. Binky is safe and close. Binky needs a new one. I want to get a green and blue one. Kai's favorite colors are green and blue. Kai's color scheme is green and blue. Yeah. Just got done with work. That is awesome. I am just getting over a migraine. I mean, the effects of the migraine will kind of last throughout the day and it may get worse and then get better. But the initial medications are kicking in and helping out. The primary thing for me, guys, if you deal with actual migraines, I have a really cheap, this is not a modified MAM. This is an adult size made in the MAM style. Love it to death. It is a very expensive pacifier, guys. Very expensive pacifier. This is from adultpacifier.com. This is a $70 pacifier. These nipples are $20 themselves, which I think is crazy. It's but this pacifier is a $70 pacifier. It's a little ridiculous. That's the only downside to Pacifiers R Us and adultpacifier.com is that they have the highest priced pacifiers. And I think they do it so high priced because of the sonic welding, which I think is bullshit. If that's what you decide to do with this. Oh god, you scared me. I'm in the middle of streaming. But yes, it is worth every cent. But it's expensive. It's expensive. If my mouth could handle the other kind that you can buy for $10, totally would because this is expensive as fuck. Anyway, I am gonna go seeing as Andrew is now home for a little while. And I am half asleep at the moment from Dramamine and Benadryl. I'm gonna go. Do you want blue and green slime? Okay. Yeah, CJ, definitely. I know I said I would get that to you. I'll get that to you here in just a few minutes. But I will see you all later, and you have an awesome day, guys. Bye bye.